Alright, hello everybody. So I've been putting this firewood down for the winter time to come, and it took me roughly 1 hour to get this all done. So judging by that, this should take me like 20 minutes or so, or like the whole week. But I don't know. Let's see what happens. But the reason why I'm doing this is because this is not the wood you would use to heat stuff. It's only for sauna, and I do like my sauna, but also I like a warm home. And I don't know if you can see, but between those window stuff, there's a huge pile of firewood that I wish to process this year before the end of my summer holiday. I have summer holiday in here for 3 weeks or so, and or maybe 3 weeks at this time. And the next time we are coming here will be at during the Easter time, when we are planning to move in here from the city. And it would be really nice to have some firewood to burn, and not only use the how do you call it, the oil heating system, and because the oil is of course really expensive, and there's plenty of firewood in there, if you can see. And I don't know how this all is going to work out, but I'm doing the best I can, and let's see what it takes to move all this wood. And then I have to also process that wood in there. Yeah, I had to take my glasses off because I was sweating so much, and I couldn't wipe my eyes with those gloves and my glasses on. But yeah, it's really warm day actually today. It's 24 Celsius in here, and the sun is shining. So yeah, well, but I have an easy job. Those guys they're fixing the roof in there, so I don't know about that. We did make some nice progress in here. I had a few helping hands in here, and it's mostly done. Well, I don't know how long this is going to take, but yeah, it's a nice bit of work yesterday. And also those guys who were working on the roof, they got the most of the roof done. They only need the piece that goes on the ridge. They had a wrong piece in there, so they have to get another one, but otherwise the roof is done. And if I'm lucky, I can get working on that machine. I haven't exactly used it. It's over 10 years since I've been using that, and it would be really nice to get some work done with that, to get this going. But let's see what happens today, and what kind of progress we can make today. It's clock is 11 now. I didn't get exactly an early start. I had to go to, well, I didn't have to, but I choose to go to market and get some strawberries for winter, and a little bag of peas also for children to enjoy. And yeah, it's 11 o'clock now, but so what? Okay, let's get started. so here it is. Yeah, and definitely not the prettiest one, but again, I think that it'll do. That'll do, Piggy. Yeah, that'll do. Good morning. It's day 3, and I'm joined by my lovely wife.
Hi.
And yesterday was cut short because we tried to burn some of this stuff from here, like the trash and so, and it smoked the whole place out. It was terrible. You couldn't see anything in here, and also we determined that if you're going to run a gas-powered saw in here, you're going to smoke yourself like silly. So we went looking for electric chainsaw, but we couldn't find any. But luckily my dad had one, so we borrowed his, and yeah, and looks like the sawhorse has survived the night and didn't collapse under its own weight. So that's a great bonus for me. And the plan for today is to get all these away from here and start building a nice little rack of wood in here. And yeah, let's do that. And also, before I forget, I have to check this tractor if it's going to start, because I have a hunch that we are going to need it today, or I hope that we are going to need it today. So if it doesn't start, we can still charge it and put it on the end of the charger and see if that makes it go. But yeah, let's go. Oh, like a kitten. Okay, that answers that, so no need to put that one on charger. Yeah, great. Let's get going. So finally the hardest part is done, and we got nice little start in there, and all of those are gone. It was a job and a half, yeah, but it's finally, and sawhorse. It made it through. Yeah, it was the worst sawhorse, and also the only one which I have ever made. But yeah, it made through. day 4. So yesterday we were doing some light maintenance on this machine, and had a few well, basically just tried if it works, and we did hit all the grease points, and I didn't film any of that. I was accompanied with by my uncle, and he doesn't like publicity, so I value more his company than some stupid films. So yeah, didn't film any of that, but so far it seems to be doing all right. All well, this is a little bit off this. Is it a track, I guess? But it doesn't rub on anything, so it doesn't matter yet. And but the main thing that we need to fix is this hydraulic press here. It should start automatically when you press the chainsaw down, and then when you lift it, there's a lever system in there which should actuate the thing, and it doesn't work at the moment. There's a foot lever in here which does the same thing, but it's such a balance act. I don't think I'm going to be doing that whole day, so I have to try to open this one and check out if the lever system is somewhere around there, and my lovely wife is reading the manual also, and let's see how it works. So let's see, this actuates something, and there's this is the lever system that we should adjust somehow, but I'm gonna need a second hand on that one. I have to make out what works which thing and how does it actuate. And can I get this door off? This is going to be a pain. Oh, luckily you can just lift it out. Okay, more room. That's great. Yeah. Okay, so we have determined that this is the part that actuates the hydraulic press thing, and the foot lever presses this one up, and that actuates the thing that actuates the press, and this is the part that connects to this sawing handle. And when you lift the sawing handle up like this, it should actuate, but this is on the same axle as the sawing handle, and this is loose. So the thing that is missing, it's missing on one bolt in here, and which tightens it to this same axle, and it's missing the bolt. And after we can find the bolt, which is a job in itself, we can tighten it to this axle and get the machine working the way it should be working. So I think this is also a bolt. It looks like an Allen key bolt. I have to check out if I have any Allen keys, so I can first tighten this one if we don't find any useful bolts in here. Yeah, so I went to visit my friend and borrowed some tools from him. I couldn't find anything on the tool shed in here. It was, well, it has been quite neglected, I would say. There hasn't been a man in the house for some time, and things don't stay in order if you don't put them in order, and nobody has given any thought about any order in the tool shed. So So couldn't find any tools in there, but luckily I have a friend who's a farmer just next there, and he borrowed me some tools, a set of Allen keys, and I have to be careful not to misplace this one. And now this lever here is the actuator for the for this machine, and when you lift this part up, it starts the hydraulic ram or press or something, and when you press this down, also the saw goes down, and when you lift it up, it lifts the actuator, and voila. So the only thing I had to do was to tighten the Allen screw in here. It's a kind of a set screw, and there's a small hole for another one, I guess, but I couldn't find any suitable. He gave me some, but they were all too small, which is surprising because that one doesn't look like that big. But yeah, whatever. Now it should work, and it's on there pretty tight, and everything seems to be running smoothly. I have to collect all my tools and take some passes with that to see if it works really. But yeah, just you always want to tighten stuff just a little bit more, and then you hear the crack, and then it's all gone. Maybe just a little bit. Yeah, it's on there. So everything is finally done, and this is what we got, and it's about 30. I made some quick maths. Let me show you piece by piece. So it's about this much in these are meters and these are of course feet. I don't know how feet work, so 6.5 is like 6.5 feet. I don't know how to add inches to it, and today is that day. So it's 1088 square feet or 30 square meters, and I made some quick math, and this is when it's piled like that. So there's of course like air gaps between, so we have to multiply it by 6.67 to get like it would be a solid piece of wood. So it's a solid 20 square meters, square 3, how do you call it, cubic meters, yeah, and solid 713 feet, yeah. And the energy that wood has, it's about this much, and it equates to about 4,000 liters of oil. It has roughly the same amount of energy in it than this much of oil, and it's 1,073 US gallons. And I just checked how much it would be to buy such an amount of oil and get it delivered here. So it's almost 4,000 euros or 4,400 US dollars, and yeah, it's a lot of wood, but it's still not enough to heat this whole place for the whole winter. So we have to order some oil during the winter time, and we made some math, some basic math, which most likely isn't correct. But if we fill up to this point and fill it all the way up to the ceiling, it should be almost the amount of wood we need for the winter to heat it solid only on wood, and it's doable. I have to get this amount of wood, of course, but I have plenty of places where I can get some wood, but still, yeah, it's job and a half to get this much wood in here. The fun part starts. We took the wood chipper thing from behind the tractor and changed it to, I actually don't know what it's called, but I will check before I film the next segment of this. You get to see it also. I have to train with that, but I don't know what it's called, so I have to check that.